we should say it's our honor and privilege. It's our joy to do that. Now, people always ask me, Father, are you happy to be a priest? And I tell them quite often, 70% I'm happy. No, 70% I'm not happy of being a priest. 30% I am. And they say, then why the heck are you a priest for? I said, well, because I'm not searching for happiness. I'm a priest, not because I'm searching for happiness. There's a lot of happy moments out there that I'm missing. I'm telling you that. I tell you a truth, but I don't know if it's funny. But yeah, I'm on YouTube, so I better watch out my language here. How do I say it? I did a funeral at St. Mary's. In the middle of the funeral, there's about 15 young, beautiful girls dressed in very inappropriate for funeral with almost, I call bikinis, but it's not, you know, it's like mini skirt and, you know, walking in the funeral. And after did the mass, as the way we go and bury the dead woman, I talked to Tommy Poteet. I said, Tommy, who the heck are those girls? They walk in here with like this. They say, oh, you father, you don't know what the husband do? I said, what did he do? He said, you know, the strip club in downtown, he owns it. So after the funeral, me and Father Martino, I love to talk about everything. I came to the husband and I said, well, Tommy told me what you do. He took out his business card. He wrote his personal cell phone number. He said, Father, whenever you want to stop by, give me a call. I take you in by the back door. Nobody knows you there. Those could be the so-called the instant happiness. But we don't go into the priesthood to look for those happiness. Just like you don't enter the marriage and have searching for happiness. Happiness will come, no doubt about that. But happiness is not something you do. It's something that you give and you will receive back. I told you about the story of the child died, right? How am I happy when I've been a priest that hearing people divorced, family broken, bury your loved one? I'm not happy. You losing your job. You think as a priest, I'm sitting there and count the record, how many people actually going through all these things and say, yeah, one more person, yeah, I'm happy. No. I do have happy moments like this weekend, like doing your weddings, like baptizing your kids. You know, those are happy moments. But we go to I became a priest not because of the happiness, but because of the peacefulness. That was the first word that Jesus spoke to his disciple when he rose from the death. Peace be with you. He didn't say, happiness be with you. They was not happy. Let me tell you that. So I ask you to do the same in your sacramental marriage. I ask you to use the love and not search for happy, what gratifies your desire, but what gives you the inner peace. What gives you the inner peace? You're not happy when your first child came into the pictures, and I know this, Gary, he knows it well. Every 2 hours you have to wake up and feed the child. You're not happy. Who would be happy wake up every 2 hours? Changing diaper and feeding your child. Raise your hand if you do. You may be happy the first 2-3 days, but after 1 week you're like, oh my God, honey, it's your turn. I did it for 1 week and now it's your turn. You're not happy. Who would be happy that, you know, nowadays, both the couples, you know, the husband and wife, they work. Who would be happy that you both work for long hours and go home and clean up and do everything else? You're not happy. But you know what? If you look for happiness in the marriage, in a sacramental marriage of law, that will break. But if you look through the glass of love, it will give you, it should, and it must give you the inner peace because you know you do it for your family. You know it. You're doing it for your family and for your family alone. That's why the love in a sacramental marriage is important. But when we talk about the law, we have the condition, right? You do this, I do that. The condition that follow. But if you write in the book of love and you searching for peacefulness, it become unconditioned. Did I spell it right? Whatever, but you know what I'm writing, right? Well, you see, you look, I'm writing, not Dr. Carey, Deacon Carey driving, you can even read. I love the doctor's signature because nobody can understand anything they write. That's become a condition. You have this, if I don't get this, remember this, what I said? If I don't get this, then you not gonna get what you supposed to get. Because there's a condition in your marriage right here. But if you learn how to give, then that's one become unconditional love. You give it because you dare to give and to love and to give your love. You're not there because of what you want to get. So it doesn't matter if your spouse do that for you or not. You still have to do your good part. And I know it's hard. I know that as well, life of a priest. Many times, you get upset. Why do I have to do that and the other priests don't have to do that? And surely it will happen the same with your life. Unconditional love, unconditional giving in a sacramental marriage. It's not easy. In English, they have the phrase they call two wrongs don't make a right. If your husband screams at you, that does not give you your right to scream back to your husband. He screams at you and yells, and whatever he did to you is wrong. That does not give you the right to do another wrong back to him. Well, according to the law, you could. The contract marriage, you could, because that's the condition. He broke the contract, so therefore I don't have to keep the other part, right? They call the breach of contract. No, if he do it wrong, that's wrong, but if you return another wrong, that make it worse. Two wrongs don't make a right. Bottom line, I always, whenever I say, even in my homily, I always try to get that. Bottom line, I ask you to remember for me 4 words for this talk. To give and not to get. Give yourself in the marriage and don't expect to get out of them. You will get a lot of them, but don't come in there to get them. 2 words, give and get. Another 2 is the contract versus sacramental. Or if it's easy, make it easy for you to remember, law versus love. You don't want to remember these 2 words, remember these 2. It's not based on the law, it's based on the love. And I hope and I pray that your marriage, of course, what leads you here is this, right? Not this. What brings you into the marriage? Not this, I hope. Not because, well, he has a lot of money, and in order to inherit his money, I have to be lawfully become his wife. Not this. What brings you into the marriage are not this. What brings you here and into your marriage is this one right here. Then don't ever reverse back to this. Don't reverse back to this. Keep this one, keep it moving forward. Unfortunately, probably you have seen many people reverse this one into this one. And that's why their marriage break. Because they build on this and they develop into this. It's built on this and it needs to continue to build on top of it. Don't come across this side. And that's all for my talk today. And I thank you very much.